Hey, welcome back. Excited to keep talking through S-phase and what we're focused on in the month of June. So at Strong Tower, we're getting into some athletic movements, some sport-based movements in June, and keeping it novel and fresh as usual. So the month of July will be different again, just like the month of August and so on. June and July are kind of fun because they're warmer months and they build on each other. So we intentionally put some of this material where we can get outside and have a little bit of fun with it. So we're going to work on next a static athletic positioning for athletic movement. Is it specific to a specific sport? No, it's more general, but it gets us in an athletic position. So basically what we're going to do is get the foot flat on the ground, a little bit outside of knee and shoulder width. So we're a little bit wider, maybe 1.5 times shoulder width. And we want the heel all the way to the big toe, that instep pushed into the ground. We want weight on the instep. We don't want weight on the outside of the feet, because then in order to move to the right or to the left or get into a forward run or start to move backwards, I need to change position quite a bit to go from the outside of the foot to the inside, especially if I want to go away from the foot that I'm putting pressure on the outside of the foot. So hopefully that makes sense. We're going to also be in a shin angle where the shin and the torso angle basically are parallel. So I have a little bit of forward lean in the trunk. My foot's flat, but my knee is pushed forward, bringing that shin, the tib, fib, into a forward position. Okay, so parallel lines in the shins and the torso, a little bit of forward lean, and then we want long spine, just like anything. So tall posture, long spine here. We're going to come out and just work on dropping into that. You can step into it, or you can go a little quicker dropping into it. As I get into static athletic ready, I also want to make sure that the feet barely clear the ground. I'm just dropping my weight and quickly getting my feet to the side in that about 1.5, maybe even to 2 times shoulder width position. I should be able to push to the right and to the left. We want, again, in that tall spine position where we don't have this huge hyperlordotic or excessive curve in the low back. We also don't have hypolordotic where it's just all flat. So what we can do is test each other by, coach can come around, gently push you on the shoulder with your permission, of course, or another client if you feel comfortable partnering up with somebody and you want to have your stability checked. Basically, we just get into our position, a little bit of forward lean, and then come and press into the shoulder. If I'm in a good pelvic and low back position here, I should be able to really push and resist some good pressure onto one shoulder and the other. If we're unstable, we might need to play around with the angle of the low back and the pelvis, either a slight pelvic tuck, or if you're already like way tucked in the pelvis or the tailbone area, we might want to push back out into a little bit more curve. But we want typically somewhere around neutral in that lumbar spine, and that's going to give us the most stability. From static athletic ready, it's just another step to dynamic athletic ready. And this is going to be really similar, but we're going to start weight shifting side to side. Maybe we're also doing this with a little bit of vision ball, so getting some tennis balls out, doing some reaction work there. We can have the hands moving. We can have the weight shifting side to side, still staying on the inside line of the foot. We can also do a little reaction. So coach could clap you into position. And then when this gets into sequencing, and they could say, go for dynamic athletic ready. And go means you're going to start moving. No go means you're not going to move. We can also walk and then get into the T-step, which is basically we're going to walk. Coach could clap you into position, and then walk, clap you into position. And you're just getting used to, from a moving it's kind of gait or even jogging eventually, dropping out into that static athletic ready position. And then from there, of course, we can change directions. We're going to work on some sequencing and ways to rotate, change direction, hip turns, all kinds of fun stuff. So we can also go backwards walking. So if you are walking backwards, coach claps, and we get right into that dynamic or static athletic ready, whatever they're cueing you to do. And so have some fun with it, and I'll see you for some transition steps in the next couple videos. Thanks.